Planning a trip home or heading abroad for business? With Lyca Mobile's pay monthly SIM plans, you can roam with ease. No data dramas, no surprise bills. Tailor your roaming to fit your needs. Short term or long term, we've got you covered. Stay connected.
So this is Lyca radio from Britain. I think it's around, the transmitter is somewhere in around London or so anyway, don't know that exactly, but I made this medium wave radio, also long wave radio, quite a long time ago. Perhaps it's interesting to show now how it works. Again, there is already another video about this on my YouTube channel, and I will give the link to the schematic. Here there is the high frequency amplification. That's very, very important. It's made with a field effect transistor. That field effect transistor gets a certain voltage on the drain, and by varying that voltage you can amplify the radio signal. Now it is connected to an indoor antenna in my room here, somewhere here, approximately say 3 meters or 4 meters, and especially during say the evening I can receive this British radio station. Talking about a radio reception, well, that's a sea to drink, both for shortwave and medium wave. Anyway, when the sun is down, when the night comes, etc., etc., and during the night, in general, radio stations are much better receivable. I think that's the right word. So let's lift up the high frequency level again to receive more. Radio Lyca. I turn now here the knob to find perhaps another radio station. I have to say that in the Netherlands, where I live, the medium wave is more or less dead. There are 2 radio stations. They are, as far as I know, Radio Paradise and Radio Radio Caroline or so. Don't know that exactly. Sorry. But this is say that British radio station. And I think it's handy. So Hindu music, Hindu type of music. This is not a radio station, by the way. I think it's from the Netherlands. Sorry for all this coughing. Anyway, this is another station. So anyway, I will show the effect of my LED lamp here on my workbench when we talk about receiving a radio station. I put it on now. That was not very convincing, but anyway. For instance, here. So, an enormous disturbance of receiving the radio signals when you switch that LED lamp on, and that's in a certain way logical, because there is an oscillator here inside that lamp on, say, 50 kilohertz or so. I don't know that exactly, but anyway, say sharp pulses in the order of 50 hertz, perhaps 60 hertz, when the main supply is 60 hertz. Anyway, bad. Very bad. So switch out LED lamps when you are receiving radio stations. Use an incandescent lamp, that's here, etc. Well, let's listen again. And let's try to find the 3 stations or the 4. This is noise. Don't know where it comes from. Also noise. Of course, there is a bunch of info there, but anyway, I don't want to get too deep in that.
Онлайн-спілкування зробило нас ближчими, але водночас додало приводів для непорозуміння. Прочитали, але не відповіли, чи означає це, що
Eastern Europe radio station.
Не поспішайте з висновками. Нині спілкування стало неймовірно простим.
Perhaps Bulgaria or so. What's this? Very faint. Anyway, let's try to get to the longwave band that's here. And again, this enormous disturbance on the background. I cannot help that anyway. So let's try to find a signal, a radio station on the longwave band. There is a radio station here, but it is very faint. It's drowned in the noise. So, I hope this was a little bit interesting to show a homemade radio for medium wave and long wave. Anyway, stop it. At the moment I'm busy with working on a very simple function generator that must make square waves and triangle waves. There is already another circuit on my YouTube channel about that. I will try to give the link, but now I want to make it with 2 op amps, 2 times the TL071. And here you see, say, the first results. This is the triangle wave, and here it is on 630 kilohertz approximately. That varies a little bit. It's all in the very first stage of developing, but anyway, it works, and that's the most important thing. So try to get to another frequency, and because this is experimental, I'm absolutely not sure whether this will be a good triangle wave on another frequency. Yes, it works here, that triangle wave. So anyway, in the first experiments I had very peaks here on all the tops, but that's now gone. It works on 1.1 kilohertz. Anyway, That's, say, what I was busy about during the past days, and thanks for watching. When this is all developed well, I will publish the circuit, but at first I must be absolutely sure that it works properly and can be reproduced. That's also very important. Sometimes you have a working circuit that cannot be reproduced. I encountered that not one time, but say a few times. Thanks for watching.